keep still. You're not helping yourself.
The more you move, the more you bleed.
Get to bed number 2, please.
What's that? I don't want to lose my leg.
The spike went into his upper leg while he was climbing over the railings.
Obviously, he's intoxicated, but we don't know how much he's had.
A bit early for boozing, isn't it?
Tell me about it. OK, pal, we're going to move you over on 3, OK? 1, 2, 3.
Here we go.
Go.
Got it. Whoa! OK, he has hit an artery. More pads now.
I feel sick. Oh.
Got it? OK.
Looks messy.
Not as bad as it looks. Where the hell is everyone?
Now we're all feeling very happy with ourselves, aren't we? We've had some very good results recently. We're even out of the bottom quarter in the M&N stats.
Good.
Well done. Congratulations. Thank you very much. That's it. You can get on with your shifts now.
What's the catch?
Ah, very good point, Dr. Winters. What is the catch?
Are we doing so amazingly well that we're making other departments look bad? Should we start cocking up more?
I knew I could rely on you to illustrate my point, Dr. Lyons. Complacency. That is the danger. Complacency.
Not one of my traits.
We all want the best from this place. A super efficient, focused ED. The very best it can be, but we are not there yet. And it's my responsibility to take us there.
So how are you going to do that?
Think of me as your complacency monitor. Where's Dr. Hannah?
Well, she must have got held up.
What's her excuse this time?
Complacency?
You okay, Dad? You didn't have to do that on my account.
I wasn't really enjoying it.
Because she's not here to nag you about it.
Probably. Your cousin started fighting, yeah?
A bit early, even for them.
What the hell is your Auntie Pat wearing?
She said she wanted to make an effort. God knows our mum came from that family.
Your mum was different.
Another factor is the acute intoxicating effects of the drugs, which may make suicide more likely to occur. Addiction to drugs or alcohol is not just a social problem, it's a disease. Sadly, this means that individuals relapse. Here at the clinic, we not only support private recovery
I don't even know why we're here.
Because your mum and dad sent you money, guilt money, which means they want you to treat yourself.
No, it means they wanted me to treat their granddaughter.
Oh, this would look so good on you.
What would I want with a sequin bikini?
For when we go and visit your mum and dad, Australia has got the most amazing beaches. I saw this TV programme about it.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be going to Australia anytime soon.
Why?
Well, they don't give out dimorphine on aeroplanes for a start.
Yes, what I'm talking about later. Obviously, not now. We're not going to be on the programme forever, are we?
No, but we will be on it for a while yet. You do know that.
Yes, of course.
You know, we just need to focus on keeping our noses clean. So Australia is really not an option for us right now.
The first time I met Karen, I thought, out of my league. You'll be lucky, George, I said to myself. I pulled all the stops out for our first proper date, borrowed Dad's car. Of course, it was a disaster. The car broke down, stuck in the middle of nowhere, getting dark. So nothing else for it. We had to keep in the car overnight. Right, I thought I'd blown it. There's no chance now. But Karen was great. She treated it like an adventure. We spent the whole night talking, laughing, making plans. One of the best nights of my life, love. We spent 41 wonderful years together before she got ill. She was my friend, a beautiful wife, and a fantastic mother. I look back now, I looked back and I realised I was right. She was out of my league. And I was lucky. We were all lucky to know Karen.
Babe, if we do go travelling to Australia, I was thinking I'm going to learn a skill. Snorkeling.
Mind you don't get eaten by sharks.
Can handle sharks, can see sharks coming. How's the skirt looking?
Too bloody tight. How's your top?
It's really nice. Have you seen the price tag on it, though?
It's my treat. I'm sharing the love.
Let's have a look.
Whoa.
What is that? You know...
It's nothing.
Stop lurking there like a monster.
Lady Gaga, is it?
Is that the only 21st century singer you can think of?
Research. I'm impressed. You enjoy clinic work, don't you?
It's just another part of my ED shift.
All right. If you say so. It's very important work.
Well, there are a lot of vulnerable people out there.
Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. In sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who died, was buried, and rose
Just
again.
give me a minute, love. Always did like to make an entrance.
Wasn't my fault. The plane was stuck on the runway for an hour. Technical problems, whatever that may mean.
Still playing the high-flying exec, eh?
Well, we can't all be family men, George. She's a spit of her mother.
Auntie Pat doesn't have a lift. I said we'd take her. Is that okay?
Sure, no problem. Vicky, this is Danny, my brother.
Uncle Danny. I was beginning to think you didn't exist.
Very much real, I'm afraid. Nice to meet you, Vicky. And I'm sorry about your mum.
Well, we're having a small reception in a pub in town. If you follow the cars...
Actually, Danny's got to get back.
No. I'm all right for an hour or two. And it would be nice to catch up with my niece. And my little brother, of course.
So that's the famous Uncle Danny.
Let's get your Auntie Pat in the car.
Your next prescription's due this evening. I'll see you then, yeah?
So this work is just another ED duty to you? Well, I'm very disappointed.
All right, it's satisfying. I admit it.
You're very easy to wind up, do you know that? It is satisfying. I bet more people say please and thank you in this room than anywhere else in the hospital.
Well, they can't get this sort of help anywhere else around here, can they?
No, we're making a difference. So enjoy it. Is that you done?
Nope, you're stuck with me. I'll be back and forwards all day. Normal duties in clinic as and when.
How'd you swing that?
I told Jordan that you couldn't cope here on your own.
You did what?
You're too easy to wind up, Charlie. I just asked for the chance to do more. Can I leave this with you?
Oi!
Well, Mr. White, what do you want?
I want to work with you.
Yeah, get a dictionary if you want to work.
You sold me a clapped out piece of junk!
Just like White.
Come on, stop it now.
Show some respect.
Bully yourself now.
What was that about?
God knows. Didn't take him long, though. What's Danny saying then?
Entertaining me with stories about you two growing up. Something about you stealing his bike?
It was the other way round.
You okay, Dad?
Fine.
Look, why don't you come over?
Need to keep an eye on this, Laura.
Uncle Danny's dying to speak to you.
I'll see him before he goes.
He's not going, he's staying overnight. Says he wants to talk to us about something.
Don't look at me like that, George. You know this had to happen at some point.
I'm not letting you do it.
I don't really see how you can stop me.
She's lost her mum. Doesn't need any more trauma. You chose. You said this is what you wanted. We made a deal, Daddy.
My deal was with Karen. And she's dead now.
Daddy!
God, Dad! What are you doing?
George! Come on, Georgie boy! Turn you want it?
I think it worked too well.
It's probably best not to mention it.
Oh, shut up. Can't leave a leg to get like that.
It'll be fine. It'll be gone in a few days.
How long's it been sore?
A couple of weeks.
Come on.
They'll think I'm using again.
You're being paranoid.
That was the first thought that crossed your mind. I saw it in your face.
Right, question. Are you using again?
No, I'm not.
Well, then there's no problem, is there? Come on. Babe, come on.
Is everything okay at the house this morning?
Yeah?
You, got yourself some breakfast?
Yeah.
Should you lock up? Thanks. Oh, and, one more thing. Are you wearing my boxes?
I didn't have a change, so...
Yeah. Hey, you okay?
Yeah, man. Yeah, Mad's not picking up, but other than that, it's new though, eh?
Stick up for me, okay?
Hi, Annie. Hello, ladies. Where's the little one?
With a neighbour.
Oh, you all right?
Just, a bit... sore. Nothing serious.
You two aren't due at the clinic until later?
It's a leg, Chloe. She's in a lot more pain than she's letting on.
I hope you've been behaving.
I have, and I'm fine.
She's not.
All right, you better come with me.
See you later.
Oh, looks like we missed all the fun.
Try not to be too disappointed. Dad, speak to me.
All right, love. You want to tell us what happened?
This is my dad. His back's in a terrible mess. Okay. Right, we've got multiple lacerations. Looks like there's a lot of glass still stuck in there.
Okay. Any other injuries we should know about?
I just want to go.
Sorry, darling, we're going to have to take you into ED first.
Oh, hello. Nice of you to join us. Stop on the way, did you? Tea and buns, a little bit of light
Actually,
shopping.
the traffic was bad.
What is the thing for that nowadays? It's called a siren. All ambulances are gone.
Jeffrey, got a patient.
Yeah, Jeff, why didn't you listen to your boss and pay my attention?
No worries, son. I got this one covered.
What about her arm?
Oh, don't worry about that. Can you find my uncle?
Could have said something, love.
Looks bad, doesn't it?
Let's just wait and see what the doctor says.
I'm not using again, I promise. I really want to stick to this programme.
Well, that's good to hear.
Linda, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, if you can keep up.
Can I get my prescription now?
You know how it works. You get allocated to time slots and prescription.
Yeah, no one's going to mind if I just get it a couple of hours early, are they?
Chloe, this programme only works if everyone sticks to the rules. It's not something you can change when it suits you. You're going to have to get used to the fact that this is about routine. I know it's hard, but it's a lot better than the alternative, isn't it?
Feels woody, heavy.
Yeah.
What do you notice, nurse?
The indentation left by your thumb.
Pitting edema, textbook, absolute textbook. You still injecting?
Only in the clinic.
Annie was snowballing. She had needle abscess and cellulitis in her groin.
Stick to the clinic, please, and certainly no injecting into the groin.
Is this from the abscess?
Complications out of that, yes. Venous thromboembolism, or DVT, deep vein thrombosis.
He thinks you have a blood clot on your leg. But we need to do tests.
D-dimer, duplex Doppler, ultrasound.
Is it going to be okay?
Once it's been confirmed, a 6-month course of warfarin should see you right. It won't affect your diamorphine.
But we need the test results.
Whatever. This is a clinical waste-only bin.
Yes, Mr. Jordan.
So what's this?
Oh, no, that's complacency.
Clinical waste is prohibitively expensive.
I don't know who put it there.
Oh, break time already?
Just seen to my blood sugar.
You were missed earlier.
Otherwise engaged, I'm afraid.
No explanation.
Don't hold your breath, Tiger.
Zoe, it really would be much better if we just talked to each other.
I hear you're on a bit of a mission. A one-man crusade to eradicate complacency.
No, not just me. We are all pulling together on this one.
Really?
So are you going to tell me where you were? Cheese and onion.
We've got some fight victims en route. One possible fracture,
Right.
penetrating chest injury and query pneumothorax.
Well, luckily, you've just caught Dr. Hannah in between a can of fizzy pop and a bag of crisps. I'll be with you too.
Why would you even have a plunger on reception, man? I mean... Sorry, can I help you, mate?
Name's Eddie Jones. Just wanted to pop by and tell you what a marvellous job you're doing here.
All right, well, thanks. Appreciate it.
Also, any chance you can have a look at this?
Ooh, doesn't that hurt?
It's only me head. Not much to damage in there.
How did you manage that?
You wouldn't believe it.
Stop, Miss Foldring. Could you take this gentleman through to cubicles, please?
Yeah, no problem. Just go this way, buddy.
Great service. Better than the prison infirmary.
Were you in there for anything serious?
Political prisoner. Persecuted for my beliefs.
Right.
Hey, this is Danny Weaver. He's
Mr.
got a
Lyons.
puncture wound in his chest.
What's this, a designer weapon? Take him through, please.
Upset Cinderella, eh?
This was my brother's doing.
Interesting taste of footwear your brother's got.
He came out of breath en route, suspected pneumothorax. Respi's 20, pulse 110, BP 135/85. He's had 5 milligrams of morphine.
Well, I have to have my head amputated. I've grown rather attached to it over the years.
Mr. Jones is a bit of a joker.
Have you vomited since the accident?
Ah, yes, Doctor, a few times. Proper puke up.
He's been sick here twice.
CT brain, sutures, and then CDU.
CT brain. Sounds a bit technological. Will I be able to play the piano afterwards? I couldn't before.
I have a long-held view that working a Saturday shift in the ED is an evil ordeal that we can at best hope to get through with our sanities intact. But your jokes, Mr. Jones, have made it seem like so much more.
Oh, thanks, Doctor. I like you. You're a total nutcase just like me.
Right, this is George Weaver. He's 60, broken glasses, entered his back, mostly on the left side.
Mr. Weaver, can you tell me what happened?
He lost his mind is what happened. All labs are normal, but his BP is 170/90.
George, could you shift it over for me, mate, please?
Listen gently.
Good man.
You'll need to have that arm looked at.
Oh, I'm all right.
Everything all right, Dr. Winters? Oh, actually, could you take a look at this lady's arm for me?
Yeah,
Thank
sure.
you.
Oh, my God, look at the state of him.
Well, let's sort you up first, yeah?
OK, let's get an X-ray, please. Then we will remove the shoe. We'll also need to exclude a pneumothorax.
That's a 93%.
I think we can use a fast scanner for this.
I'm all in favour of new technology, but let's do this the traditional way. X-ray, please, nurse.
Listen, I want to see Vicky. I need to talk to her.
Stay calm, or you'll make yourself worse.
You get me, Vicky. I want to
Keep
talk
the
to
mask
her.
on, please, Mr. Weaver. We'll get her for you as soon as we can.
Oh my goodness, what did you do?
Well, she came here, right? First thing. Oh, hello. Yeah, God.
She was it.
Seb, what's wrong?
Possible blood clot, so I'm waiting on test results.
That sounds serious.
Well, Dr. Keogh didn't think so. Thank you.
I'd Keo too. He had the look of a bloke I once knew. Went loopy, started eating his own hair. The dog's all right.
Eddie's been keeping me company. He's just been having a proper laugh. Oh, he's been to Australia?
That right?
Yeah, last year, yeah. I got a job selling cork hats on Bondi Beach. I'm mad for the cork hats, the Aussies.
Was that before or after you were in prison?
It was during. It was an open prison. It was a very open prison. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think I do.
So, what you two doing tomorrow, then?
Probably just hang around here like we do every day.
Why's that?
They're getting free dimorphine. Sounds easy enough to me.
It's not just about dimorphine, Scarlett. Program's here to help people.
How is giving drugs to addicts helpful?
Well, it depends how you look at it. If it wasn't for the clinic, these girls would be using street drugs.
Yeah, but it's not doing them any good. I mean, why aren't we focusing on getting them clean?
Look, it's not that easy, OK? There are limits to what even we can do. Sometimes you have to go with second best, OK?
Don't get me wrong, I knew there was some history between them. But for Dad to attack him like that...
Any pain or numbness in the thumb, index, middle finger?
Ah!
Right, we'll mark that down as 3, shall we? Probably a fractured distal radius with median nerve involvement, Jay. Let's get an X-ray.
I'd like to see my dad.
You fractured your wrist, Vicky, so you've got to wait till we've attended to you, OK?
How long will it take?
Well, after the X-ray, we'll need to put it in plaster, but first I'll need to manipulate it just to relieve the pressure on the nerve. Get the bones in the right place again. We'll do a Beers block and get the portable X-ray. Vicky, are you normally fit and well? Any medication or medical problems we should know?
I've got cysts on my kidneys. I've had them since I was young. They're really not a problem, though.
OK, well, I'll chase your notes up.
Mr. Weaver's looking to speak to his niece.
Uncle Danny wants to see me.
And he's not taking no for an answer.
Right, 5 minutes, then I'm coming for you.
Careful.
Thanks.
You're a little old for pub brawls, don't you think?
What are they doing in there?
I'm taking care of your brother by the look of it.
OK, that's done.
I'll be back in a minute.
All right, nearly there.
That's got it.
Oh, lethal.
You OK, Uncle Danny?
Yeah, I'm all right, love.
What happened? Why did he do it?
Vicky, come here. Some things you need to know. You shouldn't really be in here, you know.
Mr. Weaver, the X-ray confirms your discomfort's being caused by a pneumothorax. We're going to put in a chest drain and give you some pain relief. Come round here.
30 milligrams.
What things, Uncle Danny?
Just gentle pressure, please.
Okay.
OK, you've got 2 minutes. Where is Ruth?
Very long time. Vicky,
Dad, what's he talking about?
it's nothing, love. It's all the past.
Well, obviously not. Otherwise you wouldn't be beating lumps out of
Don't
each
listen
other.
to him, Vicky. Vicky, love. I'm your real dad.
Is it true?
It's complicated.
Is he my real dad or not?
So, free heroin on the NHS. What's the world coming to? I've got mind to complain to my MP, you know?
Yeah, the programme's really helping me and Chloe, isn't it?
I bet the gear's top-notch, too.
The best. You should get yourself on the programme. We could all come in together.
Nah, not for me. Getting your drugs from a clinic sounds too safe for me.
Well, that's the point. It's controlled.
And you like to be controlled.
I don't. It's doing me head in. Having to come in here at a certain time, answer all the questions.
Sounds just like prison.
Yeah, well, you'd know.
You know what, Chloe? You're like me, a free spirit. So, if you get sick of the rules, give me a call. I'll sort you out. And with me, you don't have to answer any questions.
We're not allowed dealers' numbers on our phone.
Who says I'm a dealer? Just put me in as a friend. Stick me in your phone as my mate, Felix.
Thought your name was Eddie.
The doctor needs to talk to you about your test results, Mr. Jones. He'll just be a minute. Would you make your way back to your own cubicle? Thank you.
You two take care now. all goes on in here, then. My friend told me about what you do. I've come for some heroin. Please.
Doesn't work quite like that, I'm afraid. We can only deal with patients who are on our program.
There's always exceptions.
I can take your details. Put you in our system.
I'm Eddie Jones, 40 years old, been using it on and off for years.
Right, first I'll need your real name.
I told you.
Right, so you're having some fun. That's fine. But before we can help you, I need to...
Felix Berry.
Thanks, Felix. Can you give me your address?
No more questions, darling. I want what I came for now. Get me the gear, or I'm gonna turn you into a very unhappy bunny.
I don't think this day could get any more surreal.
I'm so sorry, love. I'd never wanted you to find
You
out.
weren't ever going to tell me.
Your mum and I thought it was best.
How did this even happen?
The night your mum and I spent in the car, it was Danny picked us up the next morning. In those days, he was like he is now. Had the looks, the charm, big job in London.
So Mum just dumped you for your brother?
She was young. She had her head turned, that's all. Long story short, they moved down to London. 3 weeks later, it was all over. Your mum came home.
Pregnant with me, I assume.
I loved your mum. I wanted a family. When you were born, it all seemed so right.
And what about Danny? Where was he when you were deciding to bring me up as your own?
Danny had his job. That was his thing.
So what you're saying is, my real dad didn't want me?
I'm your real dad, Vicky.
Except you're not, are you?
Oh, he was all right. At least he was funny.
I just didn't like the look in his eye.
Don't like the look in his.
Dr. Keogh, are those Annie's test results? Something terrible, isn't it?
No, we haven't had those back yet. There must be a logjam somewhere. It'll be fine, though. Where's the other patient? Head injury. Jones, he's meant to be here.
Yeah, he was. I don't know.
"30 seconds of calm, that's all I was after. It's like you're stalking me, Nick. You'll be pinching my knickers off the washing line next."
Your patient from this morning. The one with the spike in his leg.
Yeah, what about him?
He's out of surgery. They called down to say he's doing very well, thanks to your intervention.
Good. It's nice to hear.
Why didn't you just say that you were with a patient?
Because you already had me down as guilty, absent without leave.
Well, it would have avoided a lot of confusion.
I wasn't confused.
Is transparency and straight talking really too much to ask for, Zoe?
You could just try trusting me, Nick. Have you ever wanted to strangle someone?
Frequently. You haven't seen a head injury patient, have you?
What kind of a question is that?
I am gonna drive this through your head!
I prefer you didn't, Felix. It's gonna take time to get you what you want.
I am not waiting!
Charlie?
You're next!
She doesn't have access, only me!
Ah, you liar!
I've already hit the panic button. The police are on the way.
You think that's gonna stop me, you
Stupid bitch!
Now, do you want to see your brains on this?
All right, I'll get it for you.
Linda, don't.
You see what happens when you try and help junkies? Nothing but trouble.
The police will be here any minute, Felix.
She better hurry up.
OK, Vicky, this machine can be a little uncomfortable, but it will help with anaesthetising your arm. OK, Vicky? Are you with us?
Mum?
You're a bit distracted.
Yeah, I've just found out my uncle's my dad.
OK, well, clearly that's distressing for you, but even so, we need you to focus right now, OK? 40 mils of prilocaine.
He wasn't ever going to tell me.
I'm sure he had his reasons.
What? What could they be?
Well, there's plenty of time to figure that out after we've done this, eh?
OK, keep breathing, nice and calm, nice and slow. Well done.
Actually, do you know what? I need to know now.
Vicky!
You need to stay still for us,
No,
yeah?
Vicky. 40 mils of anaesthetic are just about to hit your system.
My lips are tingling.
OK, here we go. You really should have stayed still for us, Vicky.
And how much did he get away with?
All of it.
What about Charlie? Is he okay?
He's a bit shaken. Tess is looking after him.
Always like to see security.
It wasn't their fault.
They should have been present.
Charlie told them to stand down. He didn't want them intimidating the patients.
Yeah, but that worked out well for Charlie, didn't it?
Look, I know it's bad, but the priority is to get the clinic up and running again.
I don't think it is.
Mr. Jordan, we've got an ongoing programme here. People are relying on us. I've got patients waiting.
Yes, for dimorphine that you don't have.
But you can arrange to get some more in.
Could you let Charlie know that I'd like to speak to him, please?
You ready for us?
Is everything OK?
OK, she's having a seizure.
OK, stand by with 4 milligrams of lorazepam, Jay. Come on, Vicky. We need you to stay with us. Vicky, can you hear me?
What happened to her?
OK, we need to give her some intralipid. She's, what, 60 kilograms? So let's start her with a bolus of 90 mils and follow that with a continuous infusion. Got that?
She sprained her wrist, for God's sake.
OK, Mr. Weaver, we need you to step out now. Mr. Weaver, please, step back.
Close the clinic down now. We'll never get it up and running again.
And if I don't and something else happens, we are going to look negligent. Maybe even reckless.
OK, put security back in there. Double it, if it makes you feel better.
I can't afford to double security.
Ah, now we're getting to the heart of it, aren't we? All you're concerned about, the money.
I am concerned that there is hospital-grade diamorphine on the streets. I'm concerned about how this is going to look to the board, to the police, to the press. I'm concerned for your safety, Charlie. You were lucky that needle was clean.
I can take care of myself, thank you.
Well, your assailant begs to differ.
I'd like to see him come back in here and try that again.
In the clearing stands a boxer.
The fact is the clinic's a liability. It's expensive, it's unpopular, and it's dangerous. It'd be a lot easier if we closed it down.
Yep.
But I've got 2 girls downstairs doing their best. And the only thing keeping them on track is us.
They have key workers who will take care of them. We will contact them and make them aware.
It'd be too late. You know when these girls turn up and we're not open?
I'm sorry,
They'll be straight
Linda.
back on the streets.
I know how frustrating this is for you, but I really have no choice.
So what
Nick
do I
Jordan.
tell them?
OK, I'll be right there. Just tell them. I'm sorry. How far into the procedure did she pull her cuff off?
Early on, but we
It's
were...
remarkable she didn't arrest.
Well,
There's been a serious lapse here, Zoe.
Nick.
She comes in with a fractured distal radius
Nick.
and nearly died. A mistake of that size suggests there's something wrong with the way she was treated. What was going on in the room? What would we have told the father? Gotta say it, Zoe. You've been off all day. Sloppy. Something like this was waiting to happen. Nothing to say for yourself.
Come with me. OK, let's clear this up right now. Vicky is a bright, capable woman, but she was in pain and she was preoccupied. I fully explained the necessity of the Beers procedure.
Good.
She accepted it, she knew what was coming up, and at every stage of that process, we took time and care with her.
Good.
You asked Jay. She pulled her cuff off. Our focus and speed of response was faultless. She'd effectively anaesthetised her heart and put herself at high risk of a fatal arrhythmia. So yes, it was life or death. But she didn't die, and there'll be no lasting damage. Why? because of the way we handled it. My team. I can justify every single second of my treatment of Vicky Weaver. There was just one random element involved. A human being. Sometimes human beings behave unpredictably. They don't always fit into your box-ticking sheets. So if you've got a problem with that, Nick, you've got a problem with me.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Okay, I accept your version of events.
Don't be nice, it's unnerving.
You're an excellent doctor, Zoe.
Yes, I am a good doctor, and don't you forget it.
All I ask is that we share information. I defend this department against one accusation or another every single day. Whose side do you think I'm on? Zoe?
What?
What the hell is a box-ticking sheet?
What do you mean there's been a delay?
We've had an incident, which means we don't have any diamorphine doses at the moment.
Are you going to be getting some, though?
I'm going to try my best.
You're going to try? You're kidding me, right?
Just try and relax,
No, because
Chloe.
you said that if we kept coming here, you'd see us straight, keep us clean, keep it regular.
Chloe, I know this is difficult for you, but just give me a bit more time, please.
She's not going to get us anything.
Yeah, we don't know about that. How are you doing? Well, no. Where are you going?
I won't be long.
Where are you going?
She's going to be all right.
She'll be fine. I'm going to transfer her upstairs, give her some time to recover, okay?
I had no right turning up today. No right to Vicky either.
I should have stayed with her.
I gave her up for a job. Some job. 62 years old. I spent half my life in hotel rooms. No family. No friends. Past 2 years, all I've been thinking about is Vicky. Who she was. What she looked like. What might have been. I saw you two at the graveside today. I know, I was jealous. You hear me, George? I'm saying I'm sorry. George?
George! George! George!
You know, in a couple of weeks when the dust has settled, we can start campaigning for it again.
Not sure I've got the energy.
Of course you have. And next time we'll demand more money and staff and better facilities.
Chloe, been back here.
No, why?
I'm really worried about her. She's gone off on her own.
Can't you ring her?
I did. She sounded like she was with someone, the guy from here.
Felix Berry.
Yeah. He said he'd hook Chloe up if she ever got desperate. What? What's going on?
BP's 190 over 100.
Let's titrate some morphine.
You got nothing from the assessment, then?
Oh, there was some history of pain, but no serious complications.
Okay, what do we got?
Sudden collapse came out of nowhere.
His venous blood gas shows a lactate of 8.
Okay, let's prepare for a chest strain. He may well have a pneumothorax to match his brother's.
Ronald, the boss. What's that? It's like a gap in the ring structure of the aorta. A tear? Aortic dissection.
Okay, forget the chest strain. Let's get him an echo. Make sure it's not a type A dissection.
Yeah, we'll need to arrange a CT of his chest.
On it.
You like this machine, don't you?
Yes. Damn right, it's like being on Star Trek. Here, see what I found down there.
Is that what I think it is?
Got something for you?
Yeah. Where'd you get that from?
Told you. Bondi Beach.
So can you sort me some stuff out, yeah?
Of course I can.
Come on then.
Payment.
I'm skint. Listen, I'll sort you out after. We can go to Annie's and I'll borrow it off her.
No.
I've got no money.
Who said anything about money?
No. No. No, 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 no!
Now you really are gonna pay.
Anything interesting?
I don't know, it's just a hunch.
I've got something for you.
Yeah?
For your blood sugar.
Bingo. Was there something else you needed?
Yes, I need you as a second in command, please. I'd like you as a lead in major trauma.
What, me?
She's still not picking up. It's no use.
You've no idea where they might have gone.
The city's full of crack dens.
See any news on Felix Berry?
No address, no number, nothing.
Well, we need to find him. According to his scan, he has a large, undiagnosed frontal lobe tumour.
Which could explain his erratic behaviour.
Just been talking to my mate at the Nick. Felix Berry is known to them. Got an address on Barlow Street.
I know a few places on Barlow Street.
The police are on their way there. Turns out he's got a conviction for sexual assault.
You'll have to stay in for a few days while we treat you for the aortic dissection.
But Dr. Hannah has some ideas on your underlying cause.
Yeah. You've got polycystic kidneys. It's likely to be autosomal dominant, which means it's been genetically passed on by either
Wait a
parent.
minute. Vicky's got cysts in the kidney.
Yeah, it's a hereditary condition.
So she got him from me?
Well, actually, your ultrasound was clear.
She would have inherited them from her biological father.
Are you saying Vicky might be mine?
Well, there are further tests we can do to confirm it, but I'd say it's highly likely, yes?
Hang on a minute. I mean, Vicky's mother was with me when she got pregnant. She and George, well, they weren't together, if you know what I mean.
Actually, that's not quite true. That night in the car, I never thought. I mean, it was only a few minutes.
Well, to be honest, I mean, a few minutes would do it.
So, Karen wasn't pregnant when she came back from London. She was pregnant when she went.
Congratulations, George.
Come on.
Do it! Do it! No! 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 Ah!
Chloe!
Ow! Ow!
Chloe! Chloe!
Okay, it's gonna be okay, all right? Okay, we're gonna get you some help.
Get an ambulance now!
They're coming. Okay,
Yeah,
it's
hello.
gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay.
All that time, you never thought to find out?
Your mum was so sure.
Even so, you really should have told me.
I was frightened you'd run after Danny. That he'd take you away from me like he did your mum.
Dad, he didn't take Mum from you. She stayed with you for 41 years.
Because of you.
No. Because of you. Mum loved you to bits, you daft bugger. Mum was happy. You gave her a life Uncle Danny never could have. How is he, anyway?
Disappointed. Can't say I blame him. Yet his heart's set on getting to know you.
Good. Because I'd like to get to know him. So, when all this is over, he's going to come and stay with us for a couple of weeks. No arguments, Dad. Family's family. Yeah?
When did you get to be so wise?
I inherited it from my mother. Which is a much better gift than the bloody cysts I got from my dad.
Big Mac. Right, we need to call it in, Jeff.
Honey, should we
Tell
go?
them we've got a badly
Should we go?
beaten female.
Get
She's
into the job,
unresponsive
yeah?
with a GCS of 7 on 3, please. 1, 2, 3.
Myself, son. Zoe?
Chloe, age 17. She's found collapsed and badly beaten. She's got multiple injuries, including one to her head. GCS was 7 at scene, no improvement en route. Pulse is 100, BP's 126/82.
Okay, let's get her intubated, Dr. Hannah. You wait outside, please.
Let's prepare the RSI drugs. I'll need some sucks and Fio and somebody call CT. This is all your fault.
Oh, come on, that's not true and you know it. She stuck to the programme and you still didn't come through for her. We are now.
Top secret info's exposed when Callum's laptop's stolen with deadly consequences. Spooks at 9 tomorrow. Next on BBC One, from pub landlord to Hammersmith. Al Murray's live at the Apollo in a minute.